the luxury is so quiet, then why are we yelling about it incessantly? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is my luxury wish list for 2024. These are bags that I actually am considering buying, and you know, I was thinking about doing a video of like what are the trends for 2024, and I just looked at what the trends are for 2024 versus what I actually like and what I actually want to add into my wardrobe and my lifestyle, and they're just completely like not even touching each other on the Venn diagram. Basically, it's two like completely like independent circles. I think we're at a place with social media where just it's all kind of converging to the point of it being repetitive. I know that a lot of people are out here complaining that the fashion cycle is just moving too fast. It's like one day like one thing is in, and then the opposite is in style the next week, and I think that the reason for that is just an overabundance of content, of voices, of, you know, of people talking, which is why, you know, for 2024, or at least for now, like I've decided just completely to remove Instagram as a part of my consumption. But yeah, I just realized that I'm not fulfilled by the content over there and the crowds and the audience necessarily, and I think that the things that are incentivized over there are just not what I want to, you know, use my time and energy into like creating for, as well as consuming. The reason I bring that into my luxury wish list is because I feel like as humans we're not designed to be taking in this many perspectives and opinions at like the swipe of a thumb. So I've decided that I'm really going to stop letting social media kind of like color my taste. I've been in a little bit of a slump, and I've been using retail therapy to help me guide my way out of it, and I have to say, it's not working. These are things that go with my taste, that go with my style, that go with my lifestyle, and rather than coloring that with, you know, what other people are buying, I'm just going to prioritize and center myself and my own wants and my own tastes and my own style. And considering I'm using my own money to purchase them, I just think that that's a better route for me. Now let me know in the comments below, like, how has your social media experience been? I know that most of you who watch me are not like super into being on trend, so I'm kind of preaching to the choir a little bit, but I would like some of your thoughts and insights. I definitely think that there has been a change and a shift in the pace of like fashion trends, and trying to keep up with it has proven impossible to the point where I just don't even want to engage with it anymore. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of off the idea of, you know, shopping for the algorithm, shopping for the masses, shopping so that my things will get seen. That kind of is like a component of what it's like being a person who makes content in 2024, and I've decided that that's not really like fulfilling for me. So yeah, I'm kind of going like directly opposing to the current the current trend forecast at the moment. I don't know, just for the past couple of years, meaning like better part of a decade, fashion and the styles that are current haven't resonated with me, and yeah, I'm just gonna continue to keep buying what I like and exercise my own taste with my own money, because I'm really interested to hear your thoughts are as like consumers, or if any of you guys are also creators as well. Definitely leave that comment down below, and let's get started. So with that said, let's get started. Here is my current luxury wish list. These are the bags that I have my eye on for 2024. So first and foremost, I think that if you've seen my current bag collection, I am overrepresented in like really big bags. I think that what I actually do need is something that's like middling in size, not too small, because we know that I don't like small bags, but like something that's like in between size. I am, you know, working for myself at the moment, and with modeling, the industry has kind of turned so that all the castings are like self-tapes from home, and furthermore, I don't have to carry like my giant huge book anymore. So yeah, I just don't really feel like I need to have a big bag as much as I do like and prefer them. Big bags are great, I guess, for travel, and haven't really been traveling a whole bunch. For something kind of like bigger than my St. Cloud, but smaller than, I guess, my Belmont. I realize what I just said, but the first item on my list is a Coach bag, actually. I have not really been into a lot of the mid-tier and like mid-range, I guess. I don't know what we're calling them nowadays, like, but for whatever reason they haven't really resonated with me over the years, but I do really like this one. This is the Coach Ray bag. This is, admittedly, it's a really large bag that I definitely don't need in this moment, but it takes a lot to really wow me with new styles, and this one absolutely does. It comes in 2 colors. I really like the tannish color. This is going to be great if you carry a laptop and like other larger things. I think it would also be really good for travel. So, amaze, shock, horror, it is a top handle bag with the option to carry it on the shoulder, and that's kind of my thing. That's kind of my thing. But it's all leather. It has two top handles on either side that come down when they're not in use, so they move out of the way. It has 4 feet on the bottom, and I just really think this is a great bag. This one, I do recommend it if any of you are looking for like a really nice elevated work bag. I think this one is fantastic. I definitely have my eye on it currently.
So I mentioned that Coach isn't a brand that I really looked towards very often, but while I was looking for more details on this bag, I saw how well they run their website. They give all of the information about what actually fits inside of it, how you're able to use the bag, what it looks like on a model that's not necessarily a size 2. But they also have this very cool interactive feature where you can input your own approximate dimensions, your height, and your dress size, and you get a graphic representation of what the bag should look like on you. I think this is super cool. I'm shocked that more websites don't have this, and it's just very clear to me that these days brands like Coach that are on the more affordable side are actually using the marketing and features like this for the customers to center themselves into why they want to purchase the bag. It's a lot more about utility as opposed to just being purely aspirational. I think it's a sign of respect for their consumers, and I would love to see more of this from other brands in the future as well.
The next completely irrelevant bag that I am obsessed with currently is the Chloe Pixie bag. This one came out a couple of years ago. I want to say it was maybe like around 2018 or 2019, and I love it. I love it. I love that. So it comes in both like a rounded shape as well as like a actual circle. There's 2 options available. Hopefully you see them both on screen. Again, top handle, long strap, kind of my jam. But I really like the textures on this. It comes in suede, which is definitely something I would not recommend going for because it can color transfer or stain really easily. But they make it in a couple of other like exotic skins with some really nice colors. I think that Chloe as a brand, while it can get like very hyped on social media, they are, you know, on the train of like influencer gifting, which, so I don't really go for them like in the moment when they're trying to push whatever it is that they're pushing out there, but I do always recommend to you guys, like, take a look, calm down, take a look and see if you wait out the hype train, do you still resonate with the bag? Now, Pixie bag wasn't one that was like really pushed to my recollection. I do think it's really unique. I like the top handle detail. It's gold metal handles on the top with the long strap, and it comes in a whole variety of colors. Now, Chloe's quality of bags is absolutely fantastic. The price points are really good, and I will say that they do not really hold their value so much on the resale market, which is why you can snap them up for such great deals years on down the line. This one I love. It comes in a couple of different sizes. I would probably go for among the medium to larger sizes, but really any of them would do. Okay, so if you've been with my channel for a while, the ultimate will they or won't they of handbags is me and the damn YSL sac du jour. You guys, I think I've wanted this bag now for close to 10 years. I will be upset with myself if in 2024 I don't finally pull the trigger on this bag. I've wanted it for so long, and over the course of years, like I've kept choosing other bags in its stead, and I think that this year is finally the year that we join forces in holy bag matrimony. So I love the sizing availability on this bag. I really like the colors that it comes in. I'm looking potentially for something in like either gray or taupe, something that basically isn't black and isn't going to be like a super bright color. Surprisingly, actually, I have seen a couple of I have seen this bag carried out in the world. Like, I live in Miami. I worked in the industry, in the resale industry for 10 years, and like it takes a lot for like a bag to wow me, because I've seen it all. The last couple of months, I've just randomly seen women out in the world carrying the sac de jour, and every time I'm like, oh, I'm like low-key impressed. That's rare. That's rare. That's not something that happens to me often. So I think that I'm finally going to bite the bullet on this one once again. These are going for great deals out in the resale market. I've seen a couple on the RealReal and a couple on Fashion File. Typically I want to try to stay under like the 1200 or so range. And the other thing too, if you watched a couple videos back, I did sell my Louis Vuitton Palace bag that I actually just did a review on. And yeah, I think that one, the main reason I sold it was because the capacity was just a little bit too small for me personally, because remember, I'm a pack rat. Don't ever forget that if it's too small for me, it's probably just fine for a regular normal person, which I am not. I do want something with a little bit more interior capacity, and I think that this will be absolutely perfect. Hopefully this year is the year that I finally make the sac de jour mine. If not, I'm not allowed to talk about it anymore. A couple of months ago, I walked into the Gucci store, and I mean, honestly, I don't really walk into the boutiques anymore because, like, as I've mentioned at length, the trends just haven't been doing it for me. The new styles haven't been doing it for me for a while now, and I just never really see anything that catches my eye. But my eye was caught in Gucci. I really love the new Petite GG. It comes in monogram canvas in 2 sizes. Obviously, I like the larger one, but I just really like this bag. It's monogram canvas with silver hardware and like a kind of like taupey putty color enamel GG clasp. I really like the size of this. I like the top handle, how it kind of comes down the way that the Pochette Matisse does. How it's like a handle, but it's a strap and a handle, but it goes down when you're not using it. And there's also a chain strap available that I believe is detachable if memory serves. Yeah, this one is really cool. This is kind of the size I'm kind of looking for a new bag in my collection. And obviously, this one flies in the face of all of your quiet luxury. I am so over and done with that discourse. You'll notice I did not make a video about it. I'm getting off topic with that. But yeah, this one is super cute, very cool, really lightweight, and I have to say that when it comes to quality of bags, Gucci has never steered me wrong, and I very rarely, with the exception of my tape measure, RIP, this one retails at $25.90, which, you know, to even find like good looking designer bags under $3,000 these days is not easy, so definitely points to them for that. So next up on the wish list is another Goyard bag to replace the Isabel that I just sold. I actually thought long and hard about it, and I really did like that bag. I do still like Goyard, and the fact of its ubiquity doesn't bother me as much as I thought it did. For what I end up with, I think that I'm not gonna go and pick up another Isabel. I do definitely prefer large bags with that to have a closure, so I'm gonna look for something with a zipper. Luckily for all of us, I did a review of the Isabel where I included very similar other bags that were not the St. Louis, so I'm probably gonna go for the Artois, but I mentioned a whole bunch of great ones in that video from last year. So go check out that video, and I will be on the lookout for another Goyard bag that's not the St. Louis and also not the Isabel. So now, I was in Saks a couple of weeks ago, and I saw that that Tom Ford, not only do they still make the Jennifer bag, they make it in a longer east-west style. I am obsessed. I'm obsessed with getting that bag. The Tom Ford Jennifer is back on my radar. But the only thing is I want to go for a larger size that is going to be able to hold a little bit more. You may remember one of my like the it bags of for me at least, was the Tom Ford Jennifer in the mini size, and I had it for a really long time. It was great. I loved it, but it was just a little bit too small. Definitely something a little bit bigger that's going to be able to hold a little bit more. But the one they make now has a short shoulder strap, which I'm going to be honest, I despise. The little like baguette armpit bag style that is very much on trend for now, I despise, I don't like. So I would probably try to find one on the pre-loved market that has the longer strap that goes like longer on the shoulder or crossbody. But yeah, that bag is back on my radar and I am completely obsessed. This is another potential replacement for my Louis Vuitton Pallas BB. This is the V-tote in monogram with leather. They make a BB size, but I think it's going to be a little bit more roomy. Now the thing about this one is that in the larger size, I'm pretty sure that there's a pocket kind of on the V on the outside. I'm gonna have to confirm this. I do want to know if that is also true of the BB size. I'm going to try and find that out. I really like the style of this bag. I think that it's cool that it comes with the black and the nomad leather trim. It's gonna be, it is a little bit slouchier, unfortunately, but it is gonna but it does look like it's gonna have a lot more interior capacity. And once again, quiet luxury be damned. Okay, another throwback I have my eye on. If you guys know me from way back when, I'm looking at getting another Louis Vuitton Estrella. I was just thinking the other day about how much I love that bag and how easy it was to wear, and I found some amazing deals for some you know, gently used Estrellas over on eBay. So I'm gonna link some of those down below. I think did I do a review of that bag? I'm sure I did. It was just a really great bag, and I don't regret that I sold it, but I am now currently actively looking for another one. So those are the completely out of style, dated, and very millennial bags that are on my wish list currently for 2024. This is just a reminder that, like, I've been pretty much harping for the past 2 years about not shopping within the trend cycle. Now there's a variety of reasons to do that. Chief among them is you get better deals when there is less demand for the thing that you're looking for. That's when the price goes down. It's a very simple supply and demand curve that this is graphically represented here on screen, but there's a little place where I like to be in regards to price, and that's kind of all there is to it. Now, I do think though it is important to remember that, like, if you shop within your own taste and also within your own budget, then you're not going to go wrong. Now, yes, of course, maybe you can make a mistake in purchasing something and, like, maybe it won't work out for you in a way that, you know, maybe you weren't anticipating. But ultimately, I think that's just a more sustainable way to shop. This is just a reminder from me to you. Just buy what you like. Don't overcomplicate this. You don't need trend graphs. You don't need to watch the runway shows. You don't need to have an investment strategy. None of that is important as long as you're buying what you genuinely like for yourself, whatever that means. Because I feel like, honestly, that message has kind of gotten lost in the luxury community over the past couple of years.